Peace and love, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back to read with T. Marie, and you know that's me. I have yet another reading of the good old Holy Bible today, and we're continuing on with the first book of Moses called Genesis in this book, and continuing on from chapter 44. I think I'm gonna do 3 chapters today. I'll do 44, 45, and 46. Yeah. Yeah, so this might be a little lengthy video because it seems like these chapters are a little long. But that's all right. Let's see, the last chapters that I read chapters 41, 42, and 43. And I think in chapter 41, this is where Joseph, he has these dreams of Pharaoh. I guess Pharaoh is going to be without food, and like he's going to go through this big food drought for 7 years. And I think Joseph dreamt this dream 2 times. And so when he mentioned it to Pharaoh, Pharaoh went ahead and promoted Joseph to be he's like the governor of the food service department. So he's keeping the food flow coming correct, So he got promoted, so that's good for him, right? And then in chapter 42, this is when Joseph, while Joseph is governing and managing this food department, he then notices his brothers, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the same brothers who threw him in a pit and, sold him. I think it was those same brothers. I might be wrong on that. So somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. But he noticed that his brothers were there to buy food, but the brothers didn't notice him. I think they didn't notice him because he shaved himself. I think Joseph shaved himself, so he was kind of unrecognizable. So the brothers didn't recognize him, but then Joseph, he tested them, I think it was like a deal where you can only get food here if you bring Benjamin, which is their other brother, if you bring Benjamin with you next time. And then that kind of led up to the last chapter that I read, 43, where, they came back to buy food and they brought Benjamin. And it was actually a very happy ending. Everybody ate, they drank, they had a good time, and now it's like a family reunion out here. So that's good. And like a lot of these situations where I'm thinking that the family's going to go against each other and, off each other, unalive each other and stuff, it actually ends up being opposite. That was the same for the other brothers that I thought were going to murder each other, but that didn't happen. And now these guys, they're sticking together and family first, so that's good. That's good. And so yeah, that's going to lead on to what I'm going to read now, chapter 44. And I hope everybody is having a peaceful, blessed day today. Stay centered, stay grounded, stay hydrated. Do something positive today, even if it's only for a moment, We want to keep it for a long moment, but just do something good and something to brighten up somebody's day. It can be something as simple as smiling at somebody, Little things really count out here to make somebody's day and to make your day too. All right, so chapter 44. And he commanded the steward of his house, saying, fill the men's sacks with food, as much as they can carry, and put every man's money in the sack's mouth. And put my cup, the silver cup, in the sack's mouth of the youngest, and his corn money. And he did according to the word that Joseph had spoken. And as soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away, they and their asses. Pause. I wanted to apologize for my previous video. It sounded like I don't know what was going on with my mic, but I think I fixed the situation. So hopefully you guys can hear me a lot better than you did in the last video. All right, continue. And when they were gone out of the city and not yet far off, Joseph said unto his steward, Up, follow after the men, and when thou dost overtake them, say unto them, Wherefore have ye rewarded evil for good? Is not this it in which my Lord drinketh, and whereby indeed he devent? Ye have done evil in so doing. And he overtook them, and he spake unto them these same words. And they said unto him, Wherefore saith my Lord these words? God forbid that thy servants should do according to this thing. Behold, the money which we found in our sacks' mouth, we brought again unto thee out of the land of Canaan. How then should we steal out of thy Lord's house silver or gold? With whomsoever of the servants it be found, both let him die, and we also will be my Lord's bondsmen. And he said, Now also let it be according unto your words. He with whom it is found shall be my servant, and ye shall be blameless. Then they speedily took down every man his sack to the ground, and opened every man his sack. And he searched and began at eldest, and left at the youngest, and the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. And they rent their clothes, and ladded every man his ass, and returned to the city. And Judah and his brethren came to Joseph's house, for he was yet there, and they fell before him on the ground. And Joseph said unto them, What deed is this that ye have done? What ye not that such a man as I can certainly divine? And Judah said, What shall we say unto my Lord? What shall we speak? Or how shall we clear ourselves? God hath found out the iniquity of thy servants. Behold, we are my Lord's servants, both we and he also with whom the cup is found. And he said, God forbid that I should do so, but the man in whose hand the cup is found, he shall be my servant. And as for you, get you up in peace unto your father. Then Judah came near unto him and said, O my Lord, let thy servant, I pray thee, speak a word in my Lord's ears, and let not thine anger burn against thy servant. For thou art even as Pharaoh. My Lord asked his servant, saying, Have ye a father or a brother? He has both, doesn't he? I mean, come on, is it a crime to have both? And we said unto my Lord, We have a father, an old man, and a child of his old age, a little one, and his brother is dead, and he alone is left on his mother. Excuse me, let me repeat that. And he said unto my Lord, We have a father, an old man, and a child of his old age, a little one, and his brother is dead, and he alone is left of his mother, and his father loveth him. And thou saidst unto my servants, Bring him down unto me, that I may set mine eyes upon him. And we said unto my Lord, The lad cannot leave his father, for if he should leave his father would die. And thou said unto thy servants, Except your youngest brother come down with you, ye shall see my face no more. And it came to pass when we came up unto thy servant my father, we told him the words of my Lord. And our father said, Go again, and buy us a little food. And we said, We cannot go down. If our youngest brother be with us, then we will go down. For we may not see the man's face, except our youngest brother be with us. And thy servant my father said unto us, Yea, know that my wife bare me 2 sons. And the one went out for me, and I said, Surely he is torn in pieces, and I saw him not since. And if ye take this also from me, and mischief befall him, ye shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. Now therefore, when I come to thy servant my father, and the lad be not with us, seeing that his life is bound up in the lad's life, it shall come to pass when he seeth that the lad is not with us, that he will die. And thy servant shall bring down the gray hairs of thy servant our father with sorrow to the grave. For thy servant becomes surety for the lad unto my father, saying, If I bring him not unto thee, then I shall bear the blame to my father forever. Now therefore I pray thee, let thy servant abide instead of the lad of bondman to my lord, and let the lad go up with his brethren. For how shall I go up to my father, and the lad be not with me? Lest peradventure I see the evil that shall come on my father. Oh wow. So the dad he's going through it, he didn't even get a chance to see one of his sons because the youngest, what happened? What did he say? He said, on verse 28, he said, And the one went out from me, and I said, Surely he is torn into pieces, and I saw him not since. So one child, got away, ran away? What? I don't quite understand that one. I might need some help on that. But, he has a lot of grief in his life, poor guy. And now they're saying that there's evil that's going to come upon the father, so I don't know. All right, chapter 45. Then Joseph could not refrain himself before all them that stood by him, and he cried, because every man to go out from me, and there stood no man with him, while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren. And he wept aloud, and the Egyptians of the house of Pharaoh heard. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph. Doth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence. And Joseph said unto his brethren, Come near to me, I pray you. And they came near. And he said, I am Joseph, your brother, whom ye sold into Egypt. And see, they didn't know that before. What they didn't know was him, right? So now they're shocked and surprised that he pulled up, not even knowing that they already pulled up to his food service store. Now therefore be not grieved, nor angry with yourselves, that ye sold me hither. For God did send me before you to preserve life. For these 2 years hath the famine been in the land, and yet there are 5 years in the which there shall neither be earing nor harvest. And God sent me before you to preserve you of posterity in the earth, and to save your lives by a great deliverance. So now it was not you that sent me hither, but God, and he hath made me a father to Pharaoh, and lord of all his house, and a ruler throughout all the land of Egypt. See, God made it better for him, didn't he? Pass ye, and go up to my father, and say unto him, Thus saith thy son Joseph, God hath made me Lord of all Egypt. Come down unto me, tarry not. And thou shalt dwell in the land of Goshen, and thou shalt be near unto me. Thou and thy children, and thy children's children, and thy flocks, and thy herds, and all that thou hast. And there will I nourish thee, for yet there are 5 years of famine. Bless thou and thy household, and all that thou hast unto poverty. And behold, my eyes see, and the eyes of my brother Benjamin, that it is my mouth that speaketh unto you. And ye shall tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and of all that ye have seen, and ye shall haste and bring down my father hither. And he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept, and Benjamin wept upon his neck. Moreover, he kissed all of his brethren and wept upon them, and after that his brethren talked with him. And the fame thereof was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brethren are come, and it pleased Pharaoh well and his servants. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Say unto thy brethren, This do ye, lade your beasts and go, and get you unto the land of Canaan. And take your father and your households, and come unto me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and ye shall eat the fat of the land. Now thou art commanded, this do ye, take your wagons out of the land of Egypt for your little ones, and for your wives, and bring your father and come. Also regard not your stuff, for the good of all the land of Egypt is yours. Wow. Things are just looking up for Joseph. Look at God. And the children of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and gave them provision for the way. To all of them he gave each man changes of raiment, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of raiment. Wow. And to the father he sent after this manner 10 asses laden with the good things of Egypt, and 10 she-asses laden with corn and bread, and meat for his father by the way. Wow. So he sent his brethren away, and they departed, and he said unto them, See that ye fall out of the way. And they went up out of Egypt, and came into the land of Canaan unto Jacob their father, and told him, saying, Joseph is yet alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, and he believed them not. And they told him all the words of Joseph, which he had said unto them, in which he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him. The spirit of Jacob their father revived. And Israel said, It is enough. Joseph, my son, is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die. Oh, he's a proud father. See? Oh, God, look at God. That is good. Man, Joseph is doing big things out here, ain't he? Yeah, even through the famine, he's still making things happen. That's what's up. All right, last chapter, chapter 46. All right, and Israel took his journey with all that he had, and came to Beersheba, and offered sacrifices unto the God of his father Isaac. And God spake unto Israel in the visions of the night, and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, Here I am. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation. I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again. And Joseph shall put his hand upon thine eyes. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father, and their little ones, and their wives, in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry them. And they took their cattle and their goods, which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him. His sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed brought he with him into Egypt. And there are the names of the children of Israel, and these are the names, we're about to learn some new names. I should drink some water before I do this, huh? Okay, and these are the names of the children of Israel, which came unto Egypt, Jacob and his sons, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and the sons of Reuben, Hanoch, and Phalu, and Hezron, and Carmi, and the sons of Simeon, Jemuel, and Jamin, and Ohad, and Jashin, and Zohar, and Shaul, the son of a Canaanitish woman. The son of a Canaanitish woman. I think I said that right. And the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari, like Ferrari, Merari, okay. And the sons of Judah, and Onan, and Shelah, and Pharez, and Zerah. But and Onan died in the land of Canaan. Yes, I remember reading about that. And the sons of Pharez were Hezron and Hamul. And the sons of Issachar, Tola and Phuvah and Job and Shimron. And the sons of Zebulun, Saran and Elon and Jaleel. These be the sons of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob in Padoram, with his daughter Dinah. All the souls of his sons and his daughters were 33. And the sons of Gad, Ziphlon and Hagi, Shuni and Esbon, Eri and Arodi and Ariel. I'm laughing because I know I am butchering these names. But God's got me. He's got me through this. And the sons of Asher, Jimnah and Ishua and Isui and Beriah and Sarah, their sister, and the sons of Beriah, Heber and Malchiah. These are the sons of Zilpah, These are the sons of Zilpah, who Laban gave to Leah his daughter, and these she bare unto Jacob, even 16 souls. Even 16 souls? What does that mean? I need an explanation on that. The sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, Joseph and Benjamin, and unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, which Asenath, the daughter of Potipharah, priest of On, bare unto him. And the sons of Benjamin were Bela and Becher, and Ashbel, Jerah, and Naaman, Ehi and Rosh, Muppim and Huppim, and Ard. These are the sons of Rachel, which were born to Jacob. All of the sons were 14. And the sons of Dan, wow, all of those sons were 14? He went back to back on that, didn't he? All 14. Were some of them twins? Anyway. And the sons of Dan, Husham, and the sons of Natalie, Jazel, and Guni, and Jezer, and Shilem. These are the sons of Bilhah, which Laban gave unto Rachel his daughter, and she bare these unto Jacob. All the souls were 7. Oh, okay, but I guess that's what it means. Even they were 16 years old, I guess. Okay. All the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, besides Jacob's sons, wives, and all the souls were 66. And the sons of Joseph, which were born into Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, were 70. And he sent Judah before him unto Joseph, to direct his face unto Goshen, and they came into their land of Goshen. And Joseph made ready his charlotte, and went up to meet Israel his father, to Goshen, and presented himself unto him. And he fell on his neck, and wept on his neck a good while. And Israel said unto Joseph, Now let me die, since I have seen thy face, because thou art yet alive. And Joseph said unto his brethren and unto his father's house, I will go up and shew Pharaoh, and say unto him, My brethren in my father's house, which were in the land of Canaan, are come unto me. And the men are shepherds, for their trade hath been to feed cattle, and they have brought their flocks and their herds, and all that they have. And it shall come to pass, when Pharaoh shall call you, and shall say, What is your occupation? That ye shall say, Thy servant's trade hath been about cattle from our youth even until now, both we and also our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen, for every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. that was the end of chapter 46. Okay, wow, that was, so the father got to see all of his kids, that is beautiful, isn't it? And look at the way God is working for Joseph. That's amazing. Let's see. Just a second, guys. How long are we on? How long is this last chapter? I was going to read it one more chapter, but no, I will stop. I will stop at chapter 47. Just because I'm getting a little hungry and I want something to eat here, okay? So this is turning out really, really beautiful so far, I really like the verse where it said, I should have circled that, when Joseph told the brothers that threw him in the pit that that it wasn't them that tried to do it, it was God that did those negative things. Because now, look at him now, it made him blossom and grow into something really, really beautiful. And that's good. You gotta, even when you're going through rough things, you always gotta be optimistic about the bad things that you're going through, because it's not gonna last forever. There's always gonna be a storm before the sunshine, but we need that rain and we need those storms, because that water is going to help us grow, that chaos and everything is going to make us stronger, and it's going to push us forward into knowing what to do going forward in life. So those are some very enlightening chapters. I like that. So I'll see you guys next time on the next Holy Bible reading. We'll come back to chapter 47. So we have 3 more chapters left before we're done. So hopefully, yeah, you know what? We're gonna finish Moses. We're gonna finish Genesis tomorrow on the next video, okay? And I really hope that you guys enjoy the video. If you do, please like, share, subscribe, share it with a family or friend, and comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on the video, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace and love. Bye.